island of IVATANS. IVATANS are one of the indigenous people in the Philippines, and they are predominant in the island of Batanes. They are also national acclaimed as the term insulares, from the word insulars, which means isolated, and they have kept the purity of their genes through time. The word Ivatan means the one who comes from Batan, and this Batan is the main island in the second largest place that can found in Batanes. The province of Batanes is also known as the home of the winds, and it can found in Cagayan Valley. Besides, it has three major islands, and these are the Batan, Itbayat, and Sabtang. The origin of Ibatans are remain untraced and unclear among the scholars. They say that Ibatans came from the northern Luzon or southern portion of China and Taiwan, and their physical appearance and language is similar to Malay.
Ivatans cultural beliefs. Let's proceed to the cultural beliefs of Ivatans. Most of Ivatans are Catholics. However, some of them are still believe and continue to adhere to a form of ancestors worship the respect of the Amito. The next one is Ivatans language. The Ivatans language, or also known as Chirinu Ibatan, has the meaning of language of Ivatans people. The language of Ibatans is a distinct Austronesian language, different from the Northern, and this spoken language was characterized by the dominant use of letter B. Ibatan has two dialects. The first one is the Basco Ibatan and the Southern Ibatan or Isamurong.
Batans are known for their oral traditions, which include the laji for lyric folk songs, kalusan for working songs, and they have kabata or the legends. They are also have famous traditional foods such as the dibang, the salted frying fish, the ubod, which are made in banana stalk pit, and lunggis, the salted pork. Ibatans also have Kapay Vanua, which is a ceremony for the opening of fishing season. There is also Kulay Festival, which means anything dry. And lastly, the Bakul Kayani that was celebrated in Sabtang.
The Ivatans' indigenous knowledge is showing the ability to control the environment that can be seen in the design of the Ivatan house. Since Batanes lays with the country typhoons, while with the province experiencing at least 8 typhoons a year, they built a Dakay house. These houses are made up of limestone and cover a decogon grass roof to endure the frequent storm and strong winds and strongest typhoons. They also align their plans to environment that they plan. Moreover, Ipatans are also famous as having a unique traditional headdresses that was called bakul. This bakul is a woman headguard that made from buyabuy, palm fiber. This headguard will cover the head of the wearer to protect from the head of the sun, and it also having a kanayi and talugong by the Ifatan men when they work in field. Kanayi is the best strip, with the talugong is commonly known as salakot.
Yucatan's political system. The early Yucatan's native input into a system governance in the pattern of the organic society with a hierarchy of officials and members. They were called classes of people. The non-host who had supreme, absolute, and independent power. His domain was divided into barangays, a group of people whose head was a mapolons. Under the mapolons were subject called Kalianet. Lastly, one became slave if they could not pay a debt or if cut stealing.
The economy of the Ivatans was greatly affected by their geographical isolation from the mainland Luzon. The year-round presence of typhoons and rain make it very difficult for the Ivatans to increase their source of livelihood. Most of the Ivatans are farmers and fishers, and due to the frequency and typhoons and drought, they planted root crops that were more resilient to the destructive forces of the environment. These include yam, sweet potato, taro, garlic, ginger, and onion. In addition, the Ivatans possessed a unique skill to predict weather, namely through the study of animal behavior, sky color, wind, and clouds.
That's all. Yes, Mamahes.